Read your order, privacy, allergies, identify the patient. You're going to have, in order to do it to start a feeding, you're going to have these two here. Which one are you going to use? This one. Ignore the blue one. Okay. One other clue will be there'll be green stuff in them. All right. You're going to do your hand hygiene. You've talked to your patient. You have them sitting up in high Fowlers, right? Okay. So I have here a syringe. I have my little cup with a straw for them. I'm going to have some Surgigel lubricant. This is my feeding for later. So here's my Surgigel lubricant. Okay. I'm going to use just clean technique because it's not a sterile technique. I will measure. How will I measure?
Ear to the nose, to the ear, to the side.
And add an inch on this fellow because you'll get your green stuff back better. So xiphoid process. So I'm going to mark it with an indelible marker, a piece of tape or whatever. I'm going to put some gel on it. I've checked his nares with my pen light. I've gotten him to breathe out of one, breathe out the other. He's given me permission to do this. He's, verbally consented. Kind of coil that a little bit. You don't want it to touch the ground. And then I'm going to say, okay, hold your head back. And then when I get to the back of the throat, I'm going to have him tuck his chin and swallow, swallow, swallow. And I lost my spot, but I'm just going to pretend that it's right here. And then I'm going to attach my syringe. Get my green stuff back. I'm going to check the pH. What should my pH be? It should be acidic, very acidic, like in the 5s. Know the exact numbers that are in your notes. Green, grassy green. We like you hearing you say grassy green. So then we're going to take and tape it. But what am I going to do to verify for reals?
X-ray.
So I'm calling X-ray to get him down as soon as I put my little piece of tape on there. And take your tape, your silk tape, cut a little piece, and split it like halfway up. Put it here on his nose.
See you creeping on us.
Attach around that way. Attach it around that way. I'm going to take this. I'm going to hook it around here like that. Pin it to his gown. Gotten my X-ray? Gorgeous. In the right spot? Okay, we got to give you your feeding now. All right. So in here, got my Ensure. This I'm going to need, but I don't have it. So we're going to pretend I pour 240 into the Graduate. Okay, but first you're going to have your mask. Right. So let's say we want 240 with intermittent feeding. So we always do that what? Over how long?
4 hours.
1 hour. Like, you remember 509? We always gave her 275 over 1 hour and then flush. So, and let's say this is a micro drip with 60 drops per minute. 60 drops to make an ml. So that's going to mean I need let's make it this 10. That'll make it better. Micro. Okay. So what do we got? 6. What was that? 40? 40 drops per minute. Okay. So 40 drops per minute. That's going to be 20 and 30 seconds. It's going to be 10 and 15 seconds. Okay? That's going to be the best way. So what I'm going to do now is measure out in my Graduate, have the other person verify that I have 240 mLs of my feeding. Don't just pour it directly from here. You want to measure it in the Graduate. I just don't have a Graduate to measure it in, okay? So from the Graduate, I would pour this in here. Hang it up here. Prime my tubing by squeezing here. And running. Or not. And then I'm going to take my watch off and I'm going to count till I get 40 drops in a minute, or 20 drops in 30 seconds, or 10 drops in 15, and I'm just gonna count. So right now I've got 1. Oh, I need something catching. So that's 6 and 15, so I would need to increase it just a little bit, okay? So that's how I want you to do it. Don't worry about counting for a full minute, but figure out how many it would be for 15 seconds. And that will get you so your time is done quicker, okay? Is it easy enough? Okay. Then once I have this correctly done, I'm going to attach it to my patient and let that run in. Once it's done, let's say it's finished, I need to flush with water. They might want you, she may want you to pour the water in here and set the drip rate. Oh my God, I would just die. We just usually flush using the
yeah, I don't
syringe.
remember them doing that.
We didn't, I didn't, I never did.
Miss Stone did mine. She didn't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah. So if they did, you could just draw up your water that would be with your flush with your syringe and put it through, and then you would just set that for the patient to have his next bolus. All right. And if they say remove it, how are you gonna remove it?
With the towel.
Mm-hmm. Check your order. Put a towel underneath them. Give them an emesis basin. Remove your tape. Wear gloves. Unpin it from here. Take a deep breath. And remove. Clean their nose. And you're done. Okay?